we're not sure that people actually know that we're in here. We can be, joking. So can you introduce yourself with doing love cats?
What?
Just say love cats.
Love cats.
Okay.
What, you think that proves it's me, does it?
Ja. Jeg håber på, at I derude nu ved, at det er ham, vi sidder her med.
Okay, Robert Smith, out there we've been out on the campsite and there's so many young people sitting with their makeup and preparing for the concert tonight and dressing up. So we would like to ask you, how do you prepare?
Pretty much the same way, except I sit in here rather than out there. Because we haven't played a concert this year, it's quite a strange feeling I've got today. The last time The Cure played on stage was October 2000, and this is the only show that we're doing this year, so it's a feeling like I've never had before, because usually if it's the start of a tour or the start of a festival season, we know that if we get it wrong, we'll get it right the next show. So tonight it's quite a lot of pressure, to...
So you're a bit nervous?
I don't know how to describe it, because I never really get nervous, but I'm kind of much more keyed up than I would normally. There's like about 3 hours to go, or more even. I would be much more relaxed, but I find it's like I've got the feeling now that I usually feel 5 minutes before I go on stage, so I don't know what I'll be like by the time it gets to 10 o'clock.
So it can be 3 long hours now?
I'm sure I'll probably get over it once I start talking. All my family are here and I haven't seen some of them for quite a few months, so I'll probably just have a couple of beers and chat to them. I try and forget about what I'm doing until about an hour before we go on, and then I sit down and think about what I'm doing.
You have a bit of makeup on now, but are you going to put some more on? You've got, jeg skal lige fortælle, han har en lidt rød læbstift, og så er han lidt sort om øjnene.
I'll probably put more on, yeah, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Because there's big cameras for the screens. I just feel it's like part of my ritual when I go on stage. I just put makeup on. It makes me feel more it makes me feel larger than life.
But it's a year since you've played a concert. Have you got out of rhythm with making your hair wild and putting on makeup?
No, because I put on makeup last week because I did the Ray Coke show. That was the first time I'd done it, so it was very badly done. No, I always look pretty much the same. I always wear a certain amount of makeup, and my hair is always like this, so...
Robert Smith, det står sådan ret meget ud, og nu vil jeg lige prøve at spørge ham om noget, fordi my hair has been more upstanding from this morning, but I've been out on the festival the whole day, so it's fallen down.
That's the problem with festivals, isn't it? The wind blows your hair.
Yeah, because you look so just like you just put it. But what do you use for your hair?
Show me.
Yeah, show me how you do the trick.
Some kind of gel, I don't know. I can't remember the name. I honestly don't know the name of it. It's I don't know.
But it stays.
I bought like 20 tubes of it about 5 years ago, and I'm on about tube 15, so I don't know what it is.
But it's good,
yeah,
and
it's
it
like
works.
Glue. The only problem with it is that if I forget to wash my hands before I go on stage, it sticks to the guitar.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have another question, because out there on the campsite, all the young people, they look more like a younger version of you. How does it feel to be an older version of Robert Smith than you were like 15 years ago?
I don't really feel that much different when I'm doing this with the band. I have exactly the same reasons for wanting to play music and singing as I had when I very first started. I mean, primarily it's because I really enjoy it. I mean, I still enjoy the feeling of going on stage and playing as much as I did the very first time I did it. So I don't really think about the identification that our audience has, so that the hardcore of our audience has with looking a certain way. It's more just like a kind of gang thing. It's like a tribal thing. I don't think, when I look at them, I don't think they're trying to be like me or trying to be me. So I'm not really aware of them being young Robert Smiths. I think they look a certain way because that's how they feel comfortable, and the same goes for me.
Have your wife or your friends ever mistaken you for being someone else? Because there's people that looks like you.
No, but I have. I met someone in America that I thought looked more like me than I do.
How was that?
Just in a bar, and it was very weird because I thought it was an out-of-body experience. But
Did you go and talk to him?
Yeah, I actually made friends with him.
So now, someday...
He doesn't look like me anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, it was about 10 years ago. No, he looks very normal now.
So sometimes people has thought that you were not the real Robert Smith.
I suppose it happens when if I'm just kind of out on my own. Sometimes people will ask if I'm me. They say, "Are you?" Because they're not sure. Obviously, when we're doing this, and I'm with the group, it's pretty obvious it's me. And where I live, because I've lived in the same place for a long time, everyone knows it's me. So it's only really when I go out somewhere, if I go to a pub or something that I don't normally go to, people look at me strangely and then...
Oh, he wants to look like Robert Smith?
Yeah, well, not many people in England do, so they usually think it is me. It's different to the rest of Europe.
Okay.
But we thought about if you could sing a little song for us, like to warm up for the concert tonight.
Yeah, your voice needs to do that, doesn't it?
It's much too early to start singing. I've only been awake about an hour.
Okay.
I only went to bed at like 7 o'clock this morning, so... Honestly, it's a bit too soon. I can't sing it.
That's rock and roll, I think.
What is? No, I always go to bed late. I always stay up all night. I always have done.
Okay.
It's not rock and roll. It's just comes from living in London. It's quieter at night, so I sleep in the day.
So you work in the night?
Yeah, I always have done. And I've found it impossible to get back to a normal lifestyle. So I get up in the afternoons.
We have to ask you this. There was a rumour last year in Denmark after you left Roskilde that you asked some roadies to smash up a band room because you didn't, or The Cure did.
Why?
Because you were angry. You just felt it had to be done, but you didn't.
What? I was so angry that I asked someone else to smash up a room.
That was a rumour.
It's a really good rumour, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's not true.
It's one of the most weak rumours I've ever heard.
But it's out there.
Yeah.
Well,
it was in the papers.
Well, it must be true then. I haven't heard that particular rumour. I've heard a lot of strange rumours about us, but that is one of the worst. No, I mean, in the past, if I was angry about something, then I would smash up my own dressing room. There was nothing to be angry about last year. It was really sad. It was like, terrible. It was the worst night I've ever had with the band. We were, it was awful. I mean, that's the reason why we come back this year, because we couldn't really leave it. I mean, it's not just for us. It's also to play to people. But we couldn't really stand the thought of having the memory of Roskilde as being last year, because it was just so awful.
So that memory will be changed tonight for you and for the audience.
Well, when we arrived here today, I think it's partly why I feel quite strange as well, because it was so weird last year. We turned up and we were really looking forward to going on, and we were watching Pearl Jam, and then everything happened, and it was a terrible feeling. And arriving today, it sort of came back, and the bus was a very funny atmosphere. We stopped talking and sort of thought, So I think that it will be a very charged performance when we go on stage tonight.
We know that people out there are looking so much forward to hear you. Thank you.
I hope. Thank you very much.